Good day, my friends. This is Jackson here, and we're going to have a little tutorial time today. I said in a comment on my last recording video that I was going to do a tutorial of this song, The Song of Storms, the Windmill Hut from Ocarina of Time. So here we go. I don't do a whole lot of tutorial videos, as some of you probably know. So if this is something you'd like me to do more, please do let me know. Let me know specific songs that you'd like tutorial videos for, and I'd be happy to do them, especially if I've already done the songs. So, the Windmill Hut, the Song of Storms song from Ocarina of Time. It's beautiful. It's a legend and Nintendo 64 classic track. So let's figure out how to play it. We'll go over it specifically for accordion, but really you can apply the knowledge of how to play the song to any instrument that you want. Piano, any solo instrument, whatever you want. Just apply the notes and the chords and all the harmony and all that to whatever your instrument is, and you'll be able to do it. So we're going to learn the song today, and I'll add, like in little shots of sheet music of the song, and I'll probably have some stuff in the description that you can download, probably a lead sheet or something like that. If you saw my most recent Song of Storms cover video, which I uploaded a couple days ago, you can look at the link right here. I played it in 5 time rather than the traditional triple whatever compound time. So what I'm basically going to do is teach you the song as best as I can, originally as it is in the game. So unless you really want to get into it, I'm not going to go into the way that I play the song, like the flourishes and the nuances and like the time difference that I did in my cover of it. I'm just going to just teach you the basics of the song, just the most rudimentary bit of it, and then you can add your own flavor to it as you like it. So the song, the fun Song of Storms, it's in D minor, with a little bit of like a modal flavor, which is pretty interesting, which we'll get into when we get into the chords. It's in D minor, it stays in D minor, and to me it has 3 main sections, 3 main parts of the form of the song. There's a vamp, or a repeated section. You can loop it and put it in between iterations of the main tune, which is in 2 parts, kind of an A and a B part, or even an A and an A prime part, if you're into that kind of collegiate speaking. And as to the texture of the song, the actual instruments used, there are 3 main bits. There's the melody, which is the melody that you sing along to. There is the bass line, which moves along, also very memorable. And then there's sort of the harmony chord that's in the middle of it, that's coupled with the bass to give the chord progression, the harmonic outline that the melody can sit on. So those are 3 main components of the song, and there are 3 main sections of the form. And we're going to go over that whole thing. Let's begin with the bass line. Start from the bottom and then move up to the melody. The bass line, very iconic, and it moves in a pretty simple format with a couple of funny jumps. And I'll probably include some close-ups of me playing it after we talk over it. It's in D minor, and the first part, the vamp section, it's just D, E, F, E. Those are just the bass notes, and the whole thing is in triple time. So it's 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, D, E, F, E, and back forth. And it sounds like this. Just like that, if I made the 8th notes or whatever. That's the whole bass line for the vamp, for just the opening section that you can repeat for as long as you need. That's all that is. The bass is, all the notes are in root position, which means that the bass always plays the root note of whatever the chord is. And the chords are D minor, E minor, and F major, then E minor again. So it follows along with the bass line. So while the bass line goes D, E, F, E, the chords go. So just like that. So that's your opening vamp section of just a little short snippet, which is the first 4 bars of the main tune, but just without a melody line. And so that brings us to the actual tune itself, the first part of the actual tune itself. So I'll just play the melody line, which is just half of the melody line. And so the chords under that are, the first 4 are the same as the vamp that we learned, D minor, E minor, F, E minor. But after that second E minor, it goes to B flat for a bar, then F for a bar, then B flat for another bar, and then A major, or probably more technically A dominant 7th. And so that is that 8 bars section. So just the the chords. Just and with that, the bass line it's all in root position. The entire song, the bass is always in root position, which means the bass note is always the root note of the chord. So the bass line for the A section is. That's it. Now, specifically for accordions are made very well for this kind of music because the chord buttons on the left-hand side, on your bass side, they're right next to your bass buttons, they're bass note buttons. So you can work them both with the same hand, with just one button, one finger for a chord button, one finger for a bass button, and you have an amazing pattern already going there. So that A section, those 8 bars, just with the left hand, no melody yet, sounds just like this, and you could do it like this. And now add in the melody. I missed a note, but you get the idea. So that is that. And then the B section of the back half, the back 8, the A prime section of the main melody, starts off the same way as the first half, just ends slightly differently. And it ends the main tune. The bass line and the chord line is similar. The bass line goes D, E, F, E, B flat, A, D. And the chords, you can probably guess by now, there's only a handful of chords in this entire tune. It goes D minor, E minor, F, E, B flat, A dominant, and then D minor to close it. So just the bass and chord line for the back 8 bars of the tune. And now with the melody, just the last 8 bars. So that's it. The song is pretty simple. Well, it's pretty simple, when, I guess maybe in hindsight, but it's actually a pretty cool and complex tune with the way that non-chord tones in the melody line interact with the chord tones of the chord progression. Like, for example, right in the second bar. Over that E minor chord, the 3 notes we hear are D, F, and then the high D. Both the pitches D and F are not in the E minor chord at all. So they add a really nice color to the really nice bass motion, and really makes the whole thing an interesting tune. I don't want to make this music theory video. I think that's kind of boring. Let's just stick with the tune for now. So we have the bass line, we have the chord progression, we have the melody line. The whole thing put together. I'll play it kind of slowly. A notice on the chord side, as you see, I have the pattern in the left hand that's like this. That's just bass, chord, chord, bass, chord, chord per bar, like this. Except for the E minor one, or for every other one, I just do bass and then chord for 2 beats. So say the first bar, or every odd bar, it's bass, chord, chord, and then every even bar, it's bass and then chord for 2 beats. So that's kind of a rough outline. I don't really want to say that that's a rule. It has to be like that. In the original game recording, you actually hear kind of a 16th note motion with the chord where it goes. So you can if you really want to be authentic, if you really want to play it just how it was originally written, then you can go ahead and do that. But what I would encourage if you're playing the song on accordion or on really any instrument is to really play it how you want to do it. Mess around with things if you think something sounds better or more interesting or more fun for you. Absolutely do that. I would really not recommend being like beholden to the original track. The way that Koji Kondo wrote it for the original N64 game, that's the way he wrote it. You are most welcome and most free to arrange the song however you'd like, and I would encourage you to do that. All right, so now what I'll do is just have close-ups of both my right and my left hands, playing the tune slowly so you can follow along with what my hands are doing, and hopefully can be more clear than probably how I'm saying it. All right, everyone. Well, I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope it was informative, hopefully both. If you all would like me to do some more tutorial videos or how-to or analysis or whatever of different songs, then please let me know. I think it's just it might be kind of boring is all. But if you all would like it, if you find it helpful, by all means let me know, and I'll happily make some more for whatever songs that y'all want. All right. Well, thank you all again for watching. I hope you had a good time. It's a very fun tune. Hope you have a good time playing it, learning it, and putting your own little twist and flavor on it. I'm Jackson. Keep watching. Thank you very much.